You are watching BBC News. We'll take a look at some of the other stories making the news here today, and it is widely expected that Finland will begin the process of joining NATO this week. The decision would significantly redraw the security map of Europe and will be seen in Moscow as a hostile act. For many Finnish people, Russia's invasion of Ukraine has reawakened memories of the country's own wars against the Soviet Union, when only a strong military tradition saved the country from being forcibly incorporated into the communist state. From Finland, here's our special correspondent, Alan Little.
Finland may be a small country, but it has one of the biggest armies in Europe. Defence and security are not just matters for the armed forces here, they are woven into the fabric of the civic life of the country.
We have a firm role in society. We still have a conscription, which means that majority of the Finns are somehow part of the national defence via their conscription and service.
And give me some sense of how big the Finnish armed forces are. How many service personnel could you mobilise in the event of a real national emergency?
208,000 is the figure right now.
From a population of 5 million?
Exactly.
That's huge, isn't it?
It is.
These are mostly conscript soldiers. They serve full-time for a year and will then do regular refresher training throughout their adult lives. For men, it's compulsory. Some women also volunteer.
I have two older brothers and my father also. So when they were in army, I just thought that if there was a war, I want to be there too. I don't want them to go, and I would stay home. I wanted to go too.
Today, little Finland is putting up such a savage defence as the modern world has rarely seen.
Finland's thinking about defence is still shaped by this, an attempt by the Soviet Union to invade and occupy the country in 1939. Finland's resistance then is an echo of Ukraine today.
Among the wreckage, the Finns found propaganda films, which were to have been shown in Helsinki after the Russians had taken the capital.
This is also 1940, the Winter War.
Yes, during the Winter War.
Annalisa Anttila was a teenager in the city of Viborg. The Soviets captured it and made it part of Russia. Finland never got it back. And did you witness some of the destruction yourself?
Kyllä totta kai minä.
Yes, of course, she told me. I was there when the bombs were falling. We had to get down on the floor. People were fleeing with their belongings. My mother and I were on the last bus to leave Viborg. And are you still sad that it's a Russian town now?
Of course.
Finland's border with Russia is 800 miles long. Its accession to NATO would strengthen the alliance's military might right on Russia's doorstep. The trees beyond the frozen lake are in Russia. On the other side of this frontier, this further advance of NATO will be seen as more evidence of malign Western intent, as a direct threat to the security of Russia itself. Finland's army is already compatible with NATO. This is a British tank taking part in joint training exercises on Finnish soil already. For Finland was once part of the Russian Empire, and the spectre of a resurgent Russian imperialism has driven Finland into full alignment with the Western military alliance and is redrawing the security map of Europe. Alan Little, BBC News, Finland.